Hello everyone, it is Desert Geno, and I am here in Death Valley, California, specifically Furnace Creek. And you're probably saying, why am I dressed like this? Why do I have this weird look going on? Well, it is really intense when it comes to the UV radiation out here. And if you spend a lot of time in the desert, like me, you're gonna want to protect your skin from the intense UV rays, that's right. So I'm here, I wanna just kind of walk around the Furnace Creek area, give everyone an idea, because I'm sure not a lot of you are visiting Death Valley that frequently. And in fact, maybe you're not even here in the United States or even in the western portion. But anyway, we're gonna take a walk right now around this area. So here we go, but I want to first show you how it looks right behind me, all right? So when you think of Death Valley, the last thing you think of is a lush green golf course. And Death Valley is home to one of the country's finest, in my opinion. It's watered by the natural aquifer underneath the valley floor. And you're looking out at the Panamint Range right now, with Telescope Peak being the highest point. And what's even more unusual, it's 102 degrees right now, and it's towards the end of July. And there's a nice breeze. You can see the date palm fronds blowing in the wind. But anyway, let's go over this way. It'll be really interesting to show you the clubhouse. All right, so I'm walking over to the clubhouse right now, and it's really not that bad out. And if I sound a little muffled, my apologies. It's just I do not want to get sunburnt. I have lived in the desert my entire life, and so I'm familiar with how you protect yourself. So initially, my first time in the desert was out in Palm Desert. My grandparents lived out there before I was born, so I was used to always going from Orange County, Southern California, out to the Coachella Valley. And the Coachella Valley, it's very similar to Death Valley. Like this area, the Desert Rose Tavern, it's really nice, very nice. I think they're closed today though. I think they're closed on Monday and Tuesday, but anyway, Coachella Valley has a lot of similarities, I feel, to Death Valley National Park in some ways, except the park here is just beautiful, beautiful. So this is the Desert Rose Tavern, walking over to it right here, and it's a beautiful part of the ranch at Death Valley, or I'm sorry, the Wild Rose Tavern. Whoops. I'm thinking of the Desert Rose, the one in Palm Desert. Spent a lot of time over there as well at that one. Same with the Red Barn. So if you're familiar with the Coachella Valley and all of that, the Red Barn, Desert Rose, great places to go. But this is the Wild Rose Tavern. But right around me right now, it's really nice. The property. So we'll go this way. Walk over here. Usually there's a lot of travelers, and as you know, I am a Las Vegas local, right? I love anything Las Vegas. So I've been trying to work on my content, get out a little bit. Usually 7 days a week, I'm really busy with, just a lot of stuff going on in my life. So I haven't been able to get out as much as I'd like to, but when I am out in places like this and I'm having moments like this, I really enjoy it. It's amazing because look at the beauty out here. We have right here, the Wild Rose Golf Shop. That's right. And it is the Furnace Creek Golf Course here at Death Valley. That's right, the Furnace Creek Golf Course. The property is really nice as well. You can see, look how green it is. It's really nice and green. And you can get a beer and just sit out here in the springtime. It's amazing. I've done that so many times because I come out here about twice a month. My mailbox is here in Furnace Creek in Death Valley, California. That's right. So if you send a letter just to Desert Geno, Death Valley, California, it will show up here. That is a fact. That is a fact. And I was speaking with Julia, who is the postmaster here, and she is so nice, by the way. She is so nice, always a kind person and really, really good at her job. Same with Barb. So if you're ever out here, tell them hello and, Desert Geno thinks highly of them as well. They're great employees. Yeah, and here is the Furnace Creek Golf Course, everybody. Yeah, 214 feet below sea level. The lowest golf course on Earth. That's right. Yeah. So we're going to go this way. Got the golf course behind us, and they're not playing today. It's not open today. I think it's open, correct me if I'm wrong, Thursday through Monday. So, next, we're leaving this property, and we're going over to the visitor center. All right? We're just doing a big loop, everybody. Big loop. I've done this video before, and it's on my channel, so, give it a look. I was really hoping more people would be able to see my content because I really love the desert, and I just like sharing it with everyone. And especially, if you're in a different country like Canada or wherever, I like hearing your perspective as well. In fact, I've been chatting with a subscriber who really appreciates this area. And wow, look at these dates right here. Jeez. I'm going to give you a shot of this right now. Whoa. Yeah, so these are big dates right here. Wow. Yeah, they're going to be really tasty. Really tasty. In fact, I'm going to get over this. Yeah, those are the dates. It's really beautiful, and this is like why I love coming out here. The colors, everything. And look how nice the grass is right now too. This is where it reminds me a lot of being in the Coachella Valley. The grass. And the smells it puts off too. It's a very specific smell that every time I smell it, it reminds me of my childhood at my grandparents on their country club in Palm Desert. Just enjoying life. And right now, so peaceful. I could lay down right now if I brought a towel and a good book. Just hanging out in the shade, taking it all in. And this is an entrance as well into the ranch at Death Valley. I have stayed here. It's nice, but I would, honestly prefer camping. I'm one of those types of guys, so I prefer camping. But yeah, more dates, loaded with dates. In a couple weeks, it's going to be tasty. So, there's a gas station here, and you would think, wow, Geno, wouldn't it be expensive to buy gas here? Kind of. But surprisingly, it's like only $1 more than Vegas. The most expensive place I've seen gas was like almost $9, all right? And that's in Fenner, California, off Interstate 40 in the Mojave National Preserve. But yeah, here's one of the entrances and exits. And when I talk about the colors, It's just breathtaking. Yeah. Okay, now we're leaving this area, okay? Heading over to the gas station. And the visitor center, literally it's right here. So it's not that far away. It's not that far at all, everyone. I'm gonna head over there next. And if you go this way, all right, down this way, that's where the airport is. Yeah, Death Valley has an airport. And years back, I want to say like years back, my father, he flew out with his friend under his friend's private plane. Sorry, tongue twister for a second. It shouldn't be. But yes, years back, my father flew out here on his friend's private plane with a few other buddies, and they went golfing here at this golf course. And let's see what the gas price is here. Probably like, oh, it's going to be a lot. Keep in mind, it's $4.09 in Vegas, all right? Except I paid $3.96 here. $5.19, $5.78, and $6.36. So, or 62. $7.62 for diesel. It's not too bad, but you can get gas here. That's right. It's the Furnace Creek Auto Service. That's what it's called here, Furnace Creek Auto Service. Right there. Behind me, oh, it feels really nice right now in the shade. There's a great breeze going on, some palm trees out there. Right now it's not that bad. I live in the desert, so like 100 degrees is nothing. And I've lived in the desert now for a long time. So, kind of going back to what I was saying. Okay, everyone, my phone overheated, but I got some water in a refillable bottle. That's right, Path water. Very refreshing because I left my water in the car. Not that I'm that far away, it's just I didn't want to go back, and I was waiting for my phone to stop overheating. And while I was doing that, I was speaking with a man who works here at the gas station. Name is Craig. Very nice guy. So if you're out here, give Craig a hello from Desert Geno. That's right. So we're walking over right now to the visitor center. Yeah. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day. And it's not that hot out. We're actually going to go check the temperature right now. That's right, everyone. And I'll give you a tour of the Furnace Creek Visitor Center. That's right. And you're probably wondering what the road I'm walking on is. It's California 190, the Death Valley Scenic Byway. So, yeah, here we are, everyone. Here we are. We made it to the Furnace Creek Visitor Center. So let's explore the property right now. All right, so this is the property right here. You have the campsite right over there. So if you want to do some camping, I'd wait until probably the end of October. You'll be really satisfied with it, that's for sure. So I have been out here regularly every other week for the last couple years. I come out here because my mailbox is out here, and I do that for a lot of reasons, because it gives me a reason to come out here. I like coming out here a lot. I like this area. It's beautiful. And a lot of people think it is as well. But we're going up to the notorious sign where it displays the temperature. Yeah, that's right, everyone. We're going to see what the temperature is. Yeah, so here we go, everyone. Here we go. Yeah, so 110 degrees, really not that much different from the house. So, yeah. 110. So this is the main entrance here at the Furnace Creek Visitor Center. Furnace Creek, naturally. And we're gonna go this way, take a look. Now it went to 111. If only I started this a few moments sooner, you would have seen a change. But here's the sign. Up close. Telescope Peak. Wild Rose Peak. Charcoal. All right. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. Gift shops in there and all of that. Oh, there we go. Okay, everyone, so I am ending it here at the Furnace Creek Visitor Center because it is windy. It's going to affect the audio quality, and I don't like that to happen. And two, my phone keeps overheating because the sun is just beating down on it. Even though it's 111 degrees plus or minus 5 degrees, I should say, because that sign, it's not always accurate, but we'll say it's a solid 106 degrees. I'm going to be ending it here. Or maybe not. Maybe right here. No, I just want you to see the mountains behind me. It's really beautiful, very beautiful. But if you're ever out here in Death Valley, and I hope you are, I hope you come out here and give the park some time, because it's truly beautiful. And I'm hoping that you enjoy my desert adventures as much as I do, because I like coming out here. I enjoy sharing the desert with absolutely anyone who enjoys it like me. The desert has always been my passion. And like I was saying before, I grew up in Orange County. My grandparents lived out in Palm Desert, so I was always out in the Coachella Valley. I moved out to Phoenix for some time, a few years out there for work, and then to western Arizona, and eventually to Vegas. And yeah, that's right, I am a Las Vegas local, and I am out here in Death Valley, Furnace Creek, about twice a month, give or take. But yeah, if you're ever out here, you happen to visit the post office, give Barb and Julie a hello from Desert Geno. If you happen to go to the gas station here as well, say a big hi to Craig. He helped me out with water. And yeah, also Matt O'Brien, cool park ranger, really cool guy as well. So, you know, it's really cool here in Furnace Creek. Not right now, just it's enjoyable. In the winter, though, it does get kind of cold out here as well. So you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But this place is truly cool, unique. The hottest place on earth, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, right here in Furnace Creek, 1913. Crazy year, hottest year. But anyway, I was out here when it was 130 degrees last year, and also when it was 129. So I'm used to the warm weather. But anyway, I'm ending it here. Thank you for coming along on this desert adventure here in Furnace Creek, California, Death Valley. That's right, everyone, Death Valley. Okay, so this is kind of afterwards. This is like the bonus footage. So I'm walking back on California 190. I'm expecting my phone to overheat any minute, so that's why I'm saying this is like, you know, the bonus section for this video. Yeah, I wanted to show more, but we'll see, because I'm going to be walking this way down California 190, the Death Valley Scenic Byway, back to the Death Valley Ranch, and then I'm going to be jumping in my car and heading back to Vegas. Oh wow, someone ran over something. Looks like a wine bottle on the road. Right there. Yeah, so this is a bonus section, everybody. We're going back to the Furnace Creek Fuel and Auto Service Center. Yeah, it's just a gas station. So, it's not Craig. All right, everyone. Now, I'll walk by the Furnace Creek fuel sign. That's right, Furnace Creek Fuel, hottest fuel on earth. I tell you what. Yeah, Furnace Creek Fuel. Woo! And then go right over here. And what do we have right over here? It's a Furnace Creek Golf Course, 214 feet below sea level. Yeah, that's right. Whoa. Going this way now. Yeah. I'm always in a good mood when I'm in Death Valley, you know that? I'm always happy out here. I love it out here. It's just amazing, you know? It's where it's at. At least for me. Except I equally love the Mojave National Preserve as well. That place is pretty cool too. And in fact, one can argue it's better in a lot of ways. And you're gonna say, well, what are some of the reasons? Well, it's not as well known because it's not a national park status, okay? People, like, they flock to the national parks. Now, it's a national preserve, so they don't get the amount of people like here, or especially Joshua Tree. You know, I love Joshua Tree National Park. I love it. It's not that far outside of from Palm Desert, but it's too busy. It's always too busy there. The wind is picking up, as I mentioned prior. So you're going to see me messing with my hat, and I hope the audio quality isn't suffering. So I'm walking this way to prevent my phone from overheating. And another reason why I say this reminds me of the Coachella Valley is this is a tamarisk tree. They're invasive to the desert. They suck down a lot of water. But if you're driving on Interstate 10, east or westbound, doesn't matter, through the Coachella Valley, and you're looking at the railroad tracks, they have these trees to protect the blowing sand from affecting the tracks. But yeah, these things suck down so much water. And then that's the inn at Death Valley, all right? I'd recommend staying there. It's a 4-diamond resort. 4-diamond. But again, I know I've stressed this before, but the colors are just phenomenal, aren't they? They're just beyond beautiful. I think they are. It's like Wow. Where else do you see this? Probably nowhere else. At least that I'm aware of. Maybe that's why everyone comes here from all over the world to see and experience the natural wonders of Death Valley. And I'm going to show you something even more interesting about this park, because a lot of people don't know that there's an endangered pupfish in the Devil's Hole, and that there's a massive aquifer here in Death Valley. I'm going to go this way to stay in the shade, not for me, but for my phone. And Craig, he was mentioning, he's like, you need to get an umbrella for your phone so it doesn't overheat. And I'm like, that's a good idea, Craig. So, if you go over here, and this is all throughout the park, you know, I spent $4 for water, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? I was complaining the other day about wasting $5. Oh, you wouldn't know this, I didn't release the video, but I might release it. We'll see. Maybe you might find it interesting, but oh wow, it's dry. Usually there's always water right there. Maybe they shut something off. So, regardless though, my car is parked over here, and that is where we are going. But I'm going to show you the ranch at Death Valley. And in a minute, if my phone stays around and doesn't overheat, you'll get to see the whole property, the whole shebang. So whenever I come to get my mail, I go through right here because this is where the post office is. Right in that building, right there. You don't go through those two doors, you go through that one right there. Yeah, here we go, everyone. Yeah.